Sephiroth. I feel like I
Sephiroth.
failed as a Final Fantasy DM because there has been no like Sephiroth in. There has been no like 29-foot sword slashing at you, and that's my fault. Hi
See,
everyone, how are you doing?
I feel like Dushambeau is kind of our Sephiroth, so when the 29-foot sword
Dushambeau.
shows up, I expect it. Yeah.
So you're saying that if I were to bring Dushambeau and he were to have a 29-foot long, like I guess katana
Wouldn't surprise
nodachi
me.
type thing, you'd be like, this was what was building towards.
It was foreseen. Yep.
Yeah.
It was 14, yeah.
Well, I hope you all are doing well. Happy New Year's. This is the
Happy
first
New
game
Year.
of 2021.
Hooray!
So I'm thinking we start 2021 off right. Where you are now all about to engage, I won't say in battle, but definitely some sort of engagement with a geriatric giant.
Yeah, that sounds on par for starting off the new year.
Yeah.
For
just
leaving
a quick,
2020 behind. Yep.
leaving 20 fine, starting off just right. Just a quick recap. Rather than take on the Tarrasque in a family fun-filled romp of cotton candy and blinding the Tarrasque and then like the blue mage like running through the Tarrasque legs because like it's fun, yay! You decided, in fact, to take a trip to Sister Frida because possibly, according to Rachel, there was a way to prevent the world from becoming enfuegoed.
Because Enfuego's bad, right?
The level of enfuego that Uwo saw did seem rather bad.
Okay.
Very bad.
However, Rachel was uncharacteristically hurried, rushed, and so hasn't really explained much. She's been very fidgety. At one point, she tried to pick up Celine and pet Celine, not realizing that Celine essentially had a gravitational force around her, and then she was like, "This is not worth the hassle." Made your way to this island, and she booked it up the stairs into this massive, like, skull-shaped entrance. By the time you all caught up, Rachel was sort of talking to this massive giant who sounded a little like this, and attempted to pick up his axe. It took him about 20 seconds to actually like heft the axe. And I think that is initiative right there.
Damn
Uh-oh.
humanoids, get off my snow!
Let's get these initiative rolls. Uo, I will roll for you.
Thank you. I'm doing it telepathically.
Yes.
I totally rolled a 43.
Natural.
You did roll a 43. Mine
Oh my god.
37 though, because of the ice and the cold and the Celine.
Jeez,
missing
they're
somebody.
trying.
You're
I
whoever.
can't see what I got. The like blocking it. Oh, there we go.
15. Oh, Trogheim is ready.
I know, she ready to go.
So Trogheim, you walk in slightly behind and you see the geriatric giant.
Hey.
He is in a I won't say a battle formation. He is whatever amounts for aggressive, but possibly non-threatening.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be threatening with your battle axe when you're using it as a cane. Gotcha. Hey. Careful, I don't want you to fall down and break a hip.
No, this is what we do.
Why? Why do we do this? I'm gonna look around. I'm very confused. Why are we doing this? I'm just going to stand there.
You're just not even ready in action.
No, I mean, I don't feel threatened by him, even if he's trying to be threatening. So I'm going to stand there and try and figure out what the heck's going on.
Give me either an insight or perception check.
Sure. Boo-ba-doo-boo. My choice?
Yeah.
They're both the same. Crap. How about a 6?
Mm,
That's what I said.
that's he definitely wants to hit you with that axe.
I don't feel like he looks very capable of it though, so I'll dodge. How's that? I will take the dodge action and see what's going on.
All right. So you take the dodge action. Uh, Astrid will say, "Hey there, Mr. Giant. We're just gonna walk away," and Astrid is just gonna start walking in that direction because Astrid is not arsed by this giant. Fyra.
I'll talk to him too. I'll be like, old one, do you need assistance?
So he looks at you and says, "Yes, it is time for my true purpose to be fulfilled, to die in glorious battle." And kind of like the axe like waves him to the right, but he catches himself.
I see. You want help dying in glorious battle?
Yes.
I kind of glance at her and I'm like, I don't know how glorious this is gonna be.
Depends on how glorious you think a firebolt is. I'm gonna ponder that.
Just kind of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna assist him like Klingon style in ending
Right.
in glorious battle or not. If it's important, you gotta respect people's, values.
Yeah. And
It's
like,
true.
I'm not convinced yet though. Ooh,
you
can I
know-
see if I believe him?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Insight
Okay.
or history.
Insight or history? Okay.
Your choice.
Oh, insight for sure.
So you can tell he is under no assumption that he is leaving a battle with you all alive. But there is no like regret. It seems like this is what he's been waiting for in this barren cave, all alone with one desk and one door behind him.
Oh, jeez.
All I can think of is Last Crusade. Crap, Indiana Jones' Last Crusade, and the old man that's like, oh, take the Grail.
The Grail. That's so funny. Okay. Do I have an action? Do I?
Yeah, we'll see you in action.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to, since I believe him now,
Mm-hmm.
Fyra is going to say, "All right, old one, I accept your challenge. You won't conquer us today," and I'm going to cast Dawn on him.
Oh, and he looks at you with this like smile. Let's see. Con, is that? I mean, he's
I don't
old.
believe him anymore. I don't think he wants to die.
He's old, but he's still like a hefty giant.
Okay, that's true.
But it takes half on a success, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I'm gonna be really dramatic too, like summoning from the sky. Like I'm really gonna give him an experience.
Give me a performance check.
Oh God. Okay.
And I'm just kind of staring at you like, what the hell? Like my jaw drops to the floor.
Understandable. Oh, I didn't do too bad.
So you actually cast a whole bunch of fireballs at the ground just to like get the fire going. To be like, oh, and I summon this burning ball, and he's like, yes, this is it. And because he's so into it, he will take an extra 5 damage.
From enthusiasm.
Because he's
From
so
enthusiasm.
right.
Come on, guys, we can't let this one beat us. Give it your best. Weak.
Rachel, who is still in her like rush state, is just gonna boop, 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 boop. run right past him. And you can see his like, oh, swing, but she's already to the door by the time the axe swings. He attempted, but not much happened. Okay, so then the frost giant. Let's see, how far can you? Is going to take 2 massive steps here, and then he's going to start like breathing heavily. And that's his turn. Uwo.
Wow, I feel bad for this guy.
You're about 20, 30 feet from the frost giant.
Well, I mean, just to keep the light show going, there'll be some good anime slow spins, some posing. Cue the dramatic transformation music, etc. Cards will explode into the air, and he'll reach up and grab one, and it reads in Major Arcana banish, and will banish him.
Ooh, that is a.
You're gonna make him alone?
That's a wisdom or charisma?
I believe it's wisdom. Cannot for the life of me remember what my save DC is, but it's probably like 35.
I think so. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's 35.
So then, click, and your spell DC is 30, definitely 35. So you run up to him.
Well, I don't have to move anywhere. I'm just going to stay there and of course, do my transformation music. There's dancing, there's lights.
It is 60 feet, yeah. And so as he is like enamored by the lights, hold on, he pops out of existence.
I strike a pose, tuxedo mask style. There's some rose petals that fly by, some cards that have, fallen in the ground, which he'll collect and then follow Rachel.
That is technically the end of combat, unless he can return.
Right.
Fyra's like, did he die? Did it work? Did he get his final wish?
Uo shrugs and says, "It is likely that he will return, or perhaps where I have sent him, he will stay. I doubt that he'll want to stay, though."
That's just confusing.
They never do.
So is he gonna come back or not? And are we fighting him because it's his wish or not? I'm so confused. And I try and pinch my nose with my little backwards mechanical hand, and it doesn't work very well.
Let me just look at Uo's sheet quickly. Nope, that one doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
And your... Yeah, so after a minute goes by, he doesn't return.
Huh.
Oh, that's weird. Uo was actually quite surprised by this, as he wasn't expecting the frost giant to not be from here.
Silly.
But it was 14, I suppose. It's getting used to being surprised.
Yeah, frost giant no longer here. You are all free to traverse the remainder of this cave. Yeah, it's actually a cave.
You said there was a desk?
There is a desk made of ice, like something you would find in like an ice show, like an ice sculpture of a desk.
Is there something on the desk?
So there are things on the desk, but they're all made of ice. So there's like paper, but made of ice. There's like some sort of weird apple-shaped paperweight, but made of ice. All seems to be decorative. Nothing seems to be like useful.
Weird. We will gesture for the other two to head over to the door.
By the way, who here has dark vision?
I don't think so.
I don't think the Pagel
I think
have
I
dark
do.
vision.
Because as you
I'm
walk,
pretty sure I do. I don't know where to find it though.
gotcha.
Oh, now I know what my little arm can do. It can hold the torch.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Because as you go to the doorway that Rachel went in, one, it seems to be a spiral staircase going up. Two, there are no lights.
Magical and non-magical darkness for 120 feet. Found it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, like you are golden. You're like, what? Why you don't need to light that stuff up? It's so bright. Turn that stuff down.
Yeah, I have a lantern, so I'll just hook the lantern on my little arm.
Okay. By the time you get in, Rachel is a good 60 feet above you at this point. Which is impressive because this place seems to be made for giants. So even though there are steps, they're really large steps. Like Uo has to actually like lift himself up
Right.
per step.
That seems like a lot of work. I'm going to see if I can't hitch a ride on someone larger.
I
At
got
one
you,
time-
Uo. Let's do this.
Nice. I was
You
gonna
ever
say one
seen
time I would have
Cannonball
helped
with
you,
Wolverine?
but
Perfect.
So as you make your way up, eventually the stairs lead to a room for a giant. I need you all to make perception checks. Those without dark, so I guess everyone other than Fyra, make it with disadvantage. And Rachel will also roll a perception check. Dang, Rachel. Okay. Let's see. Uo, what did you get?
I have so much perception. The best perception. People tell me that I've got great perception.
Come on. There we go. You do have the best. Oh no, you're blind. Never mind.
Oh, let me see if I got a spell for that. There's probably a spell for that. I don't have that spell. I don't think. Do I have light on my sheet?
You color spray? No, no light.
On cantrips? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
You have guiding bolt, which creates light.
Guiding bolt is a first level spell. That seems like a pretty huge tax to light
So it does
things. And I don't think I have a torch.
Okay, but yeah, you'll have to share the torch with Trogheim.
Lantern.
The lantern, yeah. But between you and
Wait.
Rachel,
So only Trogheim and I can't see in the dark?
Rachel can't either. Nor can Astrid, for
I
that
was gonna say I
matter.
don't think Astrid can either.
Yeah.
We are all super prepared for this.
But Rachel does have the light cantrip. But she's also like way ahead of all of you. So, yeah,
Can I
so
make
what?
my little warming fire? Does that count for light for them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Stop falling over stuff. Let's go.
So with all the light sources that have been created, it's effectively bright light for the purpose of like perception checks, that kind of stuff. And so you look around this new room, and one, it's more of the same. It is meant for giants. There's this like low level of fog on the ground. There is a bed.
But it's a giant bed
Is a giant bed.
made of ice.
Yes.
Not so comfortable.
Slightly less than you would expect. I will say, Uo, because you now have all these light sources, you notice, even through the fog, like hovering over the ground, there are these weird footprints.
What kind of weird footprints?
They're definitely not giant footprints. But they could be a giant owl footprint. Like, it's definitely avian.
If I were to lay down in them, how many uos would it be?
Oh, no. If you were to lay down, it would be like a third to a half of your body.
Okay, so it's
It's
not
still pretty big.
okay. So
Yeah, it's not
it's
like
still big.
a giant-sized owl. It is like an owl magnified to giant size for owl.
So it would be an owl that would probably be standing probably as tall as Trogheim.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. That's big. That could
That is a
swallow
big owl.
me. So I'm going to make sure that I am behind something that can't be swallowed, like one of anyone else. And I will also point this out to
Okay.
the rest of
Thank you.
my compatriots.
Okay.
Well, he'll be like, "Hey, listen," and he'll highlight it. He'll glow,
So
flutter around.
after
Hey,
after you tell me that, I'll like gesture for you to like stand behind me, and I'm gonna take out my shield instead of my sword,
Mhm.
and like be on the guard for something that's attacking, so I can defend Uo if necessary. Because I
Gotcha.
mean, he is kind of delicious. I've thought about eating him previously myself.
Yeah, like how could you not?
I mean, with those horns, he must taste like goat. I mean, clearly.
Yeah.
With a hint
Wrap
of
him up in
starlight,
tinfoil,
right?
very spice pagel.
Where do those footprints lead?
So they don't seem to be going in one direction. They seem to be like whatever this thing is, this is where it nests. Although
Gotcha.
you don't see anything that resembles an owl nest or any type of nest. You do see that they come in from the area that you came in. And if they leave anywhere, there is a bookshelf that a few of the footprints like go into.
Almost like it can move.
Yeah.
Bolt?
Yeah, could be flammable.
No, I'm asking the team. Firebolt?
Maybe we could try pushing it first. Does it look like it could push?
It's not as fun.
The bookshelf does look rather heavy, but the floor is ice.
I'm gonna look at the shield in one hand and the lantern in my little gimpy mechanical hand, and then look at Fyra. Do you want to move that out of the way?
And Rachel walks up to you, Fyra, and is like, "Come on, let's show them how it's done."
Yeah, all right.
And Rachel will help you with this pushing feat.
I really need to get this arm thing fixed.
Well, for pushing, I have something I count as one size larger for carrying, pushing, dragging, or lifting.
Nice.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Give me an athletics check with advantage.
With advantage. Okay.
Dang, Rachel is ready.
She is determined.
She's just ripped under that robe. We didn't know it.
And click the advantage just in case it's a natural 20 or something.
I can't see it. There's a row of buttons.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it
Oh, that wasn't better.
not better. But between you and Rachel, it almost like flies as you all just like shove it across the room. And Rachel's like,
touchdown dance. Boom.
ah! And you go, Rachel, do your a dance you all haven't done for a while. It was a dance you used to do when you set something on fire. Give me a perception check, anyone who's interested about what this next room looks like.
Sure.
Okay, Trogheim with the 17. I'm assuming Uo would want to do that, so I'm just gonna roll
Always.
that for you.
He's gonna alert feet the hell out of that.
Nice.
Yeah. So such alert. So perception. Wow.
So perception.
Yeah.
Once again, Uo with that 23. Okay.
Wow.
So the few things that you notice as you're like walking in. First, there is none of that like fog like floating around the room.
Mm-hmm.
However, while the room you're in now seems to be part of the mountain with ice decorations, this room seems to be made of pure ice. There are five doors, one much larger than the other doors, and kind of like positioned. For instance, if the large door was like on the north, then the other four are northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest.
And that's all that's in the room is the doors, almost like a junction.
Yeah.
Okay, which way should we go?
Left?
Hold on.
Where did it start?
Yeah.
Do I have any 4th level spell slots left?
You should, because you.
I should, but
Yeah.
I just used one.
Yeah, so you have one left.
Right. Okay. It's time for the big guns, lads. Uo will put a card to his forehead. It depicts an eyeball, and then as he extends the card forward, an eye emerges from it.
Ah.
Yeah, so he's gonna cast Arcane Eye, which gives him dark vision, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
360 degrees of dark vision. So he's gonna move that bad boy forward. Which way do you guys want me to look?
Left.
Send it left.
See, when you go left, you are heading towards the big double doors, and then immediately to the left of those big double doors is one door, and to the right of that is another door.
Are they doors that are fully sealed into the wall and ground? Do they have keyholes? Are they giant size?
Do not have keyholes, are not giant size.
Are they flush?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah, we're gonna have to open the door. But we don't have to go through it. We just need to open it an inch.
I look again at my shield and lantern and look again at Fyra. Although maybe I should be looking at Rachel since she like lifted that bookcase over her head. It was like, ah, and threw it across the room.
If you said that out loud, Fyra is gonna like take it as a challenge and be like, "More."
Excellent. My plan has worked.
What did you say about the volcano people? Get out of here.
I don't want all this ice to, overpower you. So, I know it might be a little much for your sensibilities.
Pshaw.
So is Fyra going into the room with all the doors?
Yes.
As you take a step onto the pure icy floor, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
the worst. Oh, bad.
Okay.
I'm a -1 dex, so I was not expecting great things.
So you just like stomping out, and you take a step, and you know that thing where like you step, but you don't realize it's black ice until you step, but then it's like it's black ice. And so you're like,
Mhm.
oh, you catch yourself, but that first step was rough.
Not
All right.
admitting defeat. Can't show the sea wolf.
So it takes you like just like 10 seconds, but then you like catch your bearings. Like, okay, I can walk on this now. Where is everyone else at this time?
Following behind, but seeing her do that shift, that sudden like whoa shift thing, I kind of like eye the floor, and I will be extra careful trying to follow her.
Yeah,
It
and
was
so
my enthusiasm.
that really.
Okay, then I will be non-enthusiastic about this.
With your lack of enthusiasm, there is still like a shift, but you are able to walk without a fear of falling.
Gotcha.
I will have Astrid and Celine follow. Uo, are you following or staying?
Yeah, I'll follow behind, but periodically we'll send the eye 30 feet ahead.
Gotcha.
During that time, I'll pause so that I can put my senses through the eye, since I can only see through my own vision or the eyes at any given point in time.
Gotcha.
So I'll be moving a little slow, I'll be lagging a little bit, just so I can keep that eye ahead.
All right, that makes sense. All right, and so you're all in. This room is very like there's not much happening outside from these 4 or 5 doors. What shall you do?
Go to the left one?
The one that's to the left of the big door?
Yes,
Big
like
double door?
as we go in, the first left one.
Gotcha.
And then
All right.
try and get that open, or convince someone else to get it open enough so Uo can send his little creepy eye. Because I'll admit that freaks me out a little bit. It's kind of gross.
It's magic, cha cha cha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed. Okay, so then you get to the first door to like immediately to your left. And there is writing on the door. Does anyone speak giant?
Oh, I think
No,
so.
but I can.
Nope, I
I
lied.
believe. Yes, I can, but not immediately, I don't think.
Gotcha.
Do you guys have a little bit of time you want to wait for
Sure.
some comprehending?
Sure. I'll just go look at all the doors and like put my face on it. Like,
so I'll use the eye obviously to see the door. So I'll be moving it around while I'm stand by. Hold on. Hold it. So the concentration is comprehend language. Oh, this might not work. I think that's also duration. And once I cast it, oh no, never mind. Comprehend language is not concentration. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, I'll use the eye to study this thing while I'm casting the ritual through laying out cards. The cards themselves in using the Greater Arcana language to try and find some kind of translatable codex for the text on the door.
Gotcha.
While he's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
Trogheim's going to pull out her kazoo, which is the musical instrument that she is proficient in, and play some songs from home on her kazoo, so Fyra might, feel more at home here in this frozen waste.
Aw.
Humming a little bit, but not that she knows any shanties from pirates, but knows a
Well,
couple of them.
Yeah, there's like some of them that like her family share and stuff, and so I'll try and remember those and play those on the kazoo, and
Fyra, you get an inspiration because you are reminded of home in this place that is so far from home.
Family.
Uo, you said you're studying the words on the doors?
Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes of card reading and creepy floating eyeball, but eventually the cards reveal the language.
Gotcha. And so then in that 10 minutes, you learn a few things. One, the words on essentially the side doors are lit up. They have this like blue glow emanating from them. Two, there are 4 words or 4 phrases on the big like double door in the center, or in between the 2 doors at least. Those are not lit up, but they do seem to match the words and the other doors. By the time,
is there like a correlation between the words that are lit up and the words that are not?
well, by the time you cast a spell and when you get to like see what the words are, so for the door that you're right in front of, the words are cruel hunger, and there is a cruel hunger, and there is also that same phrase cruel hunger on the big double doors, though that is not lit up.
And there's another set of doors, you said?
Yeah, there are 4 doors all around and then 1 big double door.
Do they all say cruel hunger?
Nope. So there's cruel hunger, there is enduring struggle, there is isolation and conquering, there is preservation and loss.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, preservation and loss, not preservation.
I mean, this is probably not something to bring up to Trogheim. But Freya's a mage. Hey. Does cruel hunger mean anything to you?
Arcana check.
Okay.
There once cruel hunger itself does not mean anything to you. But if you think about you get a feeling there's some connection between it and that vision that Trogheim has. It's really hard to make the connection. But you can't disregard the connection just yet because there's something that's pulling you in that direction. By the way, Rachel is in the other room, like looking at the bookcase that you two like destroyed, like looking through books and trying to figure out.
She'll be fine. I'll tell Ula, I'm like, I was like, I can't place my finger on it, but it's something to do with your vision. But I don't do details.
Real briefly, I'm going to cast message and send a whisper over to Rachel and kindly request that she set aside books that she might think that I would find interesting. A kid's got to get his own library eventually, right?
Just true.
Well, I don't know. Is it magic, Freya?
Oh yeah, it's magic for sure. Not getting good feelings. Definitely has to do with your vision though. Is that the door we want to open?
Well, I mean, we have our choice of doom-filled language.
Good. Share the doom.
I believe there's a door that has something to do with conquest, and a door that has something to do with perseverance or preservation. lemon preserves, I think.
Oh,
Sounds
good. Delicious. Yes.
Wait, did you say preserves? I like lemon preserves.
Well, yes, but not in the good sort of way. More like lemon in the eye kind of way.
Yeah.
Those sorts of
Yeah.
preserves. Yeah.
So conquest for us or of us? For conquest.
Well, that has yet to really be seen. Do those doors light up as well, or is only hunger the lit door?
All of the doors are lit up except for the big double doors.
And the
I'm
big
gonna
double
ask him
doors,
what the big double doors say.
the big double doors mirrors this particular door, correct?
Correct.
Well, there was a lich once who made things seem as if they were connected, but if you followed the thing that sounded like it was connected, you would fall in a hole and disintegrate. I think that's what the history books say.
Sounds like a jerk.
He was a jerk. He was a real jerk. I forget his name, but he was a real asshole. I don't know. Like these two doors are the same. All the other doors are different. I don't know if opening a different door is the way to go, or if opening this door is the way to go.
Wait, which doors are different?
Well, the main door and this small door, the hunger doors are the same, but all the other three doors are different. Correct?
Sorry, that's my bad. So all the smaller doors, we'll say, they each have a separate phrase, and then the big double doors has each phrase. So it has like all four of those phrases. So the big double doors will has cruel hunger, has enduring struggle, blah 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 blah. Has all four of those phrases. Yeah.
I see.
My bad.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Well, the only way to really test this theory is to do this a scientific way, and to do that will require us to open this door and enter.
Open all the doors, right? Same time? Ready, set, go?
Every single one.
No, I probably would do it a bit more methodically, but like really to test the hypothesis, we should go through this door first, and then if it doesn't do what I think it does, then I was wrong. But I'm never wrong. I just have misinterpreted things.
See. I see.
He nods and then smiles terrifically.
So which one do you want to go through first?
Well, I mean, we're here already, so we should just go through this one. Although this one sounds like the most foreboding of the four.
Ooh, I like foreboding.
Like that one.
I say I like foreboding, and you can obviously tell I have no idea what foreboding means.
Are any of you hungry?
Fyra is always hungry, she says in third person.
Maybe you should open the door.
This sounds terrible. Did you hear the door? Did you hear what we talked about? Absolutely not.
Well, then perhaps the person who is most full should open the door.
I mean, I'm not feeling particularly hungry. Maybe I should do it.
I'm like really defensive of Trogheim now. Trogheim obviously wanted preserves, so she does not need to open this door either because she's like.
Well, for science then, I'll open the door.
Science.
So you walk up to the door. How do you open it? Do you like kick it in? Do you like just peek?
Is the door made of stone or ice?
Ice.
I mean, part of me just wants to burn it down, but I don't think that I have the kind of spells for that. Does it have a key ring or a door handle or a hinge of some sort?
It has a hinge, yeah. You feel like you could just push it and it would open up.
With my strength?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's blockaded at all.
Well, then I'll open the door.
And this is the door of cruel hunger, correct?
It is indeed, yes.
Excellent.
Wrong.
Hashtag hypothesis.
So Fyra, you're there making sure that you're not there. Trogheim.
Oh my god, she's disappeared too.
That's the power of DMing.
Great job, Chaz. It worked.
Infinite power.
Okay, so Trogheim and Fyra, you're watching Uo, and I assume you're somewhat of a defensive task to make sure if like something comes out, you all have his back.
Yeah.
And once that door opens, you feel a sudden gust of wind, which is weird because there are no windows, and the closest entrance is like all the way downstairs. But that gust like shoots up, and all of a sudden your vision goes white. This is for you. This is for you two, as well as Uo, as well as Astrid.
So essentially, you mean we can't see anything except for whiteness instead of like
Yes.
everything. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Thanks.
Can't see anything except for whiteness. You also feel. Actually, no. You will feel a very familiar sensation. You're being teleported somewhere.
Aha.
And when the sensation fades, you open your eyes, and you're out just in the snow. And right in front of you is this human being who has a dead polar bear on his head. He's like looking at you, kind of like, where did you come from?
Yeah.
And then you see he like looks right above your head and just like starts bowing to you.
I'll bow back.
Like, no, please don't. I would never ask the emissaries of Lilith to bow to me. I'm so grateful. Please follow me. The chief needs to see you.
Okay.
It is the entire party except for Rachel.
Ooh, you missed Rachel with your spell that I'm assuming you cast.
No, I didn't cast that. That was actually not in my hypothesis. But I will write down the effects of opening the door. That is really fascinating. Although, just real quick, just to kind of pivot my eye back behind myself. So, is there something behind us?
Snow.
But he saw something behind us, yeah?
Above you.
Is there something above us?
You look above Trogheim and Fyra, and there's this. It's like a floating rune of ice, or like an image of ice, like a projected image of an icicle, or a snowflake.
Does it follow us?
It's floating above your heads.
Each individual head?
Yep.
I asked the bowing guy, what's that?
It's like, oh, that is proof that you are Lilith's emissaries. You've come to help us in our plight.
I'm gonna sweat it.
Your hand goes through it. It's kind of chilly, but it's fine. He does not.
Is it of any written language?
No, it's just like an image of an icicle or a snowflake.
Okay, so it's like a symbol, then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll follow.
And you make your way through this.
As I want to tell Uo before we go, you're buying dinner when we get back, and a new coat.
Wait, did you just say that I need to buy you dinner?
Everybody,
coat?
it's me here, Uo, but the coat's for me, yeah, for sure.
But you won't need a coat if we go back home.
It's principle. And then she's going.
So you make your way, and the chieftain is this big, burly bear of a man with a bear, also polar bear, on his head. And he's like, friends of Lilith, come! And runs and like gives you all a big bear hug. Lots of bear puns is what's really happening. Yeah,
This place is the best.
I knew if we just revered Lilith, all our problems would go away. You are muted. Oh, okay, not us.
Sorry, it was a side quest.
Okay. And he says, so I was going to actually conduct a ritual, but if one of you would like to conduct a ritual, please. And he hands you a carving knife, a skinning knife, we'll say. Fyra looks like she takes it.
Well, no, I was gesturing like, what is this?
Oh, well, you look around and you've been brought into what you can tell the center of the village, and there's lots of villagers kind of huddled around. The only people that really stand out to you are 4 elderly villagers tied up in the center of the village.
Is it beat up on elder people today, Chaz? Is that the day today?
I mean, I would love to say no, but it's not looking great for that.
What do you do with the knife, Uo?
Oh yeah. Pass me the knife. Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, what would Rachel do? And it would be skin them alive, obviously, because that's how you rearrange stars.
We don't do what Rachel does. We only need one of her.
I do like rituals. I like them a lot. Uo says that he will perform the ritual, but he must first have whatever it is that they're wearing.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. And the chieftain tells the other people to take off whatever they're wearing, which is not much. It's like a few old bear pelts, some kind of woolly boots. Maybe they were walrus boots or something.
I just wanted the big polar bear hat cloak thing. Super into it, but I'll take the boots too, just because that adds to the outfit. What kind of knife is this? Is this I mean, speaking of rituals, is this a ritual knife, or is it like a knife that would be used in normal day-to-day life?
Normal day-to-day knife.
What is its primary function? Can I tell, or is it multi-purpose?
Multi-purpose.
It's a butter knife.
Is it clean?
No, there's blood on it.
Is it fresh?
No.
What is the ritual that you require to be performed?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Lilith sent you to help with this. I
know many rituals. There are many rituals to be performed. Which specific ritual do you need to be performed?
Rachel, who's right? No, Lilith. You know Lilith. I see the symbol. No, we are unfortunately have run out of food for a while, and so we need to reduce our numbers in order to make sure we could survive. And so we are killing these 4 tribesmen.
Huh.
So that the rest of us can survive.
I mean, the circle of life. I mean,
Given her current condition, the first thing that crosses Trogheim's mind is why don't you just make them into zombies? They don't need to eat then.
True.
Do you say that?
Say that out loud?
Okay, we'll go with it is Trogheim, so odd, yes, even no. Yes, she mumbles it out loud. Yep.
And you see the chieftain look around that's the greatest idea. We can have them search for food. Thank you, emissaries of Lilith. And
what?
He bows to you. And everyone else bows to you, not the 4 villagers who are about to be zombified.
I go over and it's light out, right? I don't need my
yeah, daytime.
Okay, so I'm still carrying my shield in my main hand, so I go over and like pat one of them on the shoulder with my backwards hand, and I'm like, "It's okay, it's not so bad. I'm a zombie too, I think, or something."
Mostly dead.
And so they talk to like after like 10 minutes, they like talk to the shaman who thinks that they can zombify them, but they have to be dead first. And so the chieftain comes and like takes the knife from you and is about to kill one of the villagers when all of a sudden you are back in front of the door that you were just about to open.
What?
I didn't like that.
That was weird.
I immediately look over to the main door. Is there a difference?
The etchings that says cruel hunger in the main door is now glowing.
I'm gonna poke Fyra just to make sure she's real.
With your like mechanical arm,
Yeah.
Fyra, you feel a sudden frigid sensation as metal gets really cold.
I slap it, and then I look and go, "Oh,
Ah,
sorry."
It's okay. I'm just want to
Don't
make
touch
sure
it,
you're
ah.
real. This is weird. I don't understand.
Me neither.
Well-
I didn't like that door. This is a bad idea door.
So far, my hypothesis seems to be solvent.
Mine's still being proven true too. Open all the doors at the same time. Boop.
I wouldn't necessarily do that. That may cause an incredible amount of chaos. We don't know if the doors would potentially have effect on one another. I think this is a sequential thing. I just don't know if there's a sequence of the doors or if it's one by one. Perhaps we have even entered the sequence incorrectly.
So
Magic
we
is
could
very
eeny, miny, mo, or you could ask the stars, or I could just eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, you mentioned asking the stars. Like his eyes go a little bit hollow. He looks a bit shook.
A little bit of drool.
But he does grit his teeth and say, perhaps we could just ask the cards. Let me make sure that this is actually a ritual divination. I think it is. It definitely is. He says he can ask the cards concerning the doors, but it would take some time.
Pull out my kazoo.
Fear's gonna slowly start walking and see if anyone stops her, and she's gonna try to open the conquest door.
Yeah, it was like slowly like laying out the cards, and as you like go, like
But
he
I'm not
goes full
stealthy at all.
like,
Just slow.
he goes full Willy Wonka. No, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't
Because
stop.
I feel like Uo just really wants me to open the door because I'll give him more information by doing this. He just doesn't want to be responsible for somebody opening the door.
I think you've nailed that
1000%.
directly on the head. Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, somebody stop me. Somebody stop me.
So
No,
Okay, too late.
stop.
you hear the oh no, stop. But there wasn't enough muster in that oh no, stop.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you slightly push it, and that same whirring sensation, which is just like the teleportation that you're used to, except so much colder. And because you know it doesn't have to be cold, like this is not good teleportation magic. Let's see
Oh,
where
good.
you end up this time.
This is where we go like doodle 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 doodle.
Oh, excellent.
Uh-oh. Chaz is happy. That can't be good for us.
And so you teleport right as this woman with a like tiger head on rather than a bear head
What?
is leading a battle speech, getting her tribe ready. She turns around. See, even Lilith has determined this to be the proper course of action. And everyone's like, yeah. It's not a lot of everyone, though. It's like 15. But still, you know.
So when you say she has a tiger head, you mean like a tiger like draped over her head, right? She doesn't have like she's not like a Rakshasa or something.
That I kind of wish she was now. She is not a Rakshasa. She has a tiger draped over her head.
Okay, okay.
Wait,
Do
hold
we
on.
have the things over us, like the snowflakes?
Yep.
What are they
Huh.
here? Are they also snowflakes, or are they something different?
Snowflake still.
Okay.
Mm.
Do I still have my bear head?
Yep.
I still have my bear head.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm going to collect heads now.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm going to have a tiger bear.
Just
it's gonna
stack
be
them on
amazing.
top of each other.
Yeah,
Then
100%.
coat 'em, yep.
I like it.
So the woman walks up to you and says, "Emissaries of Lilith," and bows very deeply. "I have but one request to ask.
What is it, my lady?
We are about to go and conquer a neighboring tribe,
Nice.
but we want to do it with the minimalist of deaths possible. And so
Yeah.
instead of fighting, we want to overwhelm them with numbers. Look at all 15 of us. But if we
Yeah.
do that, we won't have people to defend our village. Can you stay here and defend? It should take no more than 8. It might take a day, maybe 2 max."
There are ways to conquer with minimal life loss without having to go to battle.
I glare at you.
I have a sinking feeling in my gut that we're getting ready to talk about like some kind of like anthrax letter in the mail. To the neighboring village. Like, geez, oh, that was dark.
Maybe. What makes me with diplomacy? Like, why wouldn't I be a diplomatic person? Yes, no, probably would be anthrax.
Why are we conquering the neighboring village? You have such passion. Why are we conquering them? I want to hear the story.
And when you say that, there's like a look of confusion on her face. Like, essentially, if you would ask me, like, why do you like teal? It's like, what? I don't. Is there anything else that you do?
That same look is on Trogheim's face.
Yeah. And she's like, but this is how we've been. This is how we've been taught to be by Lady Lilith. You know
Did
this.
I say you were wrong? I
No.
said I need to hear it from your mouth. Come
Oh,
on, why?
and you-
Tell me
you
the
see
reason.
this, like, This look on her face, like, oh my, I'm so sorry. And she like just like thrusts her face into the snow as she's like bowing.
No,
I'm so sorry. Well, it doesn't sound like that because it's like in the snow, so it's like,
but
"Oh,
it's like higher than snow right now. That's so funny.
it's like, yeah, we will conquer because that's what we will do, right? And everyone's like, yeah, and the spears are in the air. And she's like, yes, we will conquer, and we will do right by Lilith, and we shall be back soon with the spoils of war and food for all.
Wait,
Dude.
there is one way that you can guarantee success. You must give me that tiger hat.
I will roll a persuasion check for you because that is her symbol of being the head of the chieftain of this village. That's going to be a rough one to do, but you got a 25.
Bam.
It's the
For-
smile.
Stars twinkle in the background as he talks.
For the
Oh,
emissary,
yeah.
anything.
There's some posing going on, twirling around my bear hat.
And she like takes off the hat and gives it to you. Now let us go and relieve the elk tribe of their food. And they start to march. She said they'll be gone for between 8 hours and like 2 days. What are you all going to do today?
I'm playing Hatamon, Collect 'em All,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I'm coming up with a theme song right now, but are we left in charge of this place?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very small village. There's no one else there. You know, even like children went, but you're there, out in the snow.
I'm gonna be nosy. I'm just gonna, since nobody's there, I'm just gonna look in every door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll join you.
Give me a perception check for whoever is looking indoors.
Perceiving.
I'll
Oh,
look around.
yes.
Oh, there it is.
Perceivamon.
26. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Everyone is on top of this. Uo, you notice that one tent actually has a book. And you start,
Oh
it's
my
about Lilith's lullaby, and you start like reading through to get a feeling of like who this Lilith is. It's kind of hard because this is not like a biography of Lilith. It's just these weird prose, like I guess children's songs. So it'll take a little while to get through, but you have that book now. Trogheim with a 20. You find this kind of weapons. I'll say shop. It's more just like a place where they like store all the spares. Usually made of like animal bone. There is one that is like slightly sharper than the rest. So it is essentially a +1 bone spear.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Spears are good for throwing. I'll take that with me.
Okay.
One hand throwing. There you
Can you
go.
make
Right.
can you make a gun spear?
Can make a what?
A gun spear?
A gun sphere? I like it.
Yeah. Fyra, you walk around, and it's much harder for you because you're just in the snow for a long, long time.
Ugh.
But you're able to find a letter. This tribe has been in contact with Sister Frida.
Hmm. What
And
does it say?
This particular letter doesn't have much in it. It's thanking her for saving some of the village children when they got lost.
Consistent with her character. That's good to know.
Mhm.
Okay.
Turns to be nighttime. And luckily, like because people like live here, there are like tents that like are specialized in like keeping warm, blankets. So it's not comfortable, but it's not as bad as it should be. I need all of you to make a survival check.
Survival.
Oh no! It's
Survival.
not working.
Oh wow. Well, this is interesting.
Fear is not a happy camper.
You have no clue how unhappy you are. Just do a quick. There you go. So in the morning, everyone wakes up. Were you in the same tent or a different tent?
I feel like the same
I think-
one.
I think for
Oh,
heat
yeah.
conservation, same
Fear
tent's
is
probably.
probably
Yeah.
super clingy because of the cold right now.
So Trogheim, you had a koala bear on you all of last night, and then you wake up. There's no coffee. Something's missing. Look around. Fear's not there.
Oh,
I'll go outside and look for her. She probably just had to pee.
Don't see her. It's not like a forest where there's like trees. Like once you're outside, it is tundra.
Yeah. I'll keep looking for her and try and see like
You'll go-
notice any tracks or whatever.
Will you leave the village?
If she's not in it,
Give me a survival check.
sure. Bloop.
You can't find any Fyra tracks.
Weird. Whoa, you do your magic stuff and figure out where she went.
well, it's not entirely quite how that works, but I can try.
I've seen you do stuff. You do that.
Well, yes, I can do many amazing, astounding, world-changing things. And, of course, one day I will move the very stars in the sky. But locating someone just isn't always necessarily as easy as you think it is, particularly when the signal is so messed up. Because we're very rural, you see, and he kind of like holds his cards up to the air and kind of waves them around. He's like, I'm just not really getting a very good signal here.
Dragon's
Let's
just
see
staring at you. One part lack of comprehension, second part complete. Doesn't believe what you're saying.
Well, I mean, I'm looking for like locate creature or
Just she
Speaking
just
of
points at your
which-
cards and is like, just do that.
Fyra, you are wandering in this weird, foggy existence. You're not really sure where you are. You're not even sure where you were. But then someone familiar appears. It is the Enrinius. Your fan, the fallen angel,
Fan.
who decided that you were someone who the Lady of War and Destruction. Yes.
I'm just gonna like pretend like I don't even see her and keep like looking in the fog. Like, where am I? Finding this places. Yeah.
And she will fly like right in front of you and say, I didn't think you'd get this close to the lady this fast. Keep going. You're on the right track. I'll see you very soon.
Do you have a jacket?
Don't you have a jacket? No, I have armor.
Kira's in a low place right now. She'll negotiate. That's fine.
Huh. She like, I don't have a jacket, but I can make it so you're never cold again.
Mm.
Do you need anything for that, or is that just because for meeting in the woods? Yay.
I mean, in order for you to never be cold again, you would have to do a few things. But
Like what? Here is my lucky dagger. You may have it.
oh no, you'll need it for what
Ugh,
I have in
it's
mind.
okay. Thank you for the offer. Okay, I'll see the lady. Bye.
And she just puffs into smoke.
All right, I think I have a solution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lay out my cards. Do we have a long rest over the course of the night, or are we
Yep,
in a weird? Okay, we did. I will begin to use my cards as a focus and try and divine where she is through scrying. Is she on the same plane?
Okay. So you attempt to scry on Fyra.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Uo has a very his face drops. He looks a little shaken and looks over to Trogheim. She is nowhere where physical life exists. And this does not mean she is dead, but she is no longer within reach of magic that I command.
And Astrid Astrid's like, oh, I should have given her Eos. And then she summons Eos and has Eos go look for Fyra.
Well, don't like there. She's not here. She's wherever I sent that giant.
Maybe she's where Celine is. And then she summons Celine and has Celine go look for Fyra.
Yes, but if she was where Celine was, you just brought Celine here, and Celine was somewhere else. There are other places, that it's beyond the stars. It's not even the void between the stars. It's something kind of diagonal from that.
Not sure what Astrid would do. So she's just gonna pet Eos, because that sounds very Astrid-like.
Yes, yeah, it does.
At the end of the day, I will need Astrid, Trogheim, and Uo to make survival checks.
Is this something I could do a guidance on?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is-
Then I will do survival with guidance.
Good, because you needed it.
Perfect. He's still really shaken by scrying not working. That implies that she's left the plane. Or magic that can protect her is very strong.
In the morning, you wake up. Trogheim, once again. You want coffee, not because you need coffee. It's more of a habit at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And so as soon as you wake up, you're like, coffee? I don't want it. I can't get it anyway. You don't hear that clucking. The Eos did not wake you up today. In fact, Eos is gone, as is Astrid.
Oh,
So, remind me what the door is that we went through.
Conquest.
Isolation and conquest.
Gotcha.
oh dear.
I mean, maybe they just went off, to think about things by themselves because that's what the door told us to do. Maybe we should both go think about things by ourselves. Maybe this is like a lesson or something.
What do I know about oubliettes?
I don't really understand Rachel's lessons.
This is not to do with Rachel's lesson. This is a lesson that perhaps even Rachel would struggle with.
Well, Rachel's not
Speaking-
here.
Of which you both get a message. Where are you?
We're in the door that we went through.
What? No, there's no one here. Where have you been for 48 hours? I can only reread the same books for so many times.
Are there any good books?
No, they're all crap.
Oh, we are in unknown location. I assume. Wait, how are you contacting us?
Message.
Message or
Yeah.
or sending?
Sending. Whichever one is level 2.
Sending.
Sending.
So yeah, because that one can do other planes too, right?
Don't know. I'm assuming not.
We are in an indeterminate location. We have lost Astrid and Freya. They,
Other
I
plane.
must assume, are not on this plane any longer, or they are shielded by powerful magic. It's cold, but I have a really cool hat.
Two.
Cool hats, yeah.
Well, I will stay here for another 48 hours. Just get back here.
She just wants to keep reading 50 Shades of Ice.
That is what was there, obviously.
Do not,
Chamber.
do not open any of the doors.
Why would I not? Oh. And the message stops.
Good.
I'm gonna go sit by myself because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do, and Rachel is obviously meant me to do that, even though she said she doesn't know what's going on. This is a test because I don't understand what Rachel's teaching us at all.
Uo does repeat, though, this is not a test from Rachel, but is super interested in seeing Trogheim go off on her own and begins writing another entry in his research log with a few hypotheses about what might happen.
At the end of the night, I'm going to need you all to make one more survival check.
Can I do so with guidance?
Yes. Ooh. Guidance is a D4, correct?
It is.
Gotcha. Trogheim. Wake up. I want coffee. Actually, I don't want coffee. Why do I think I want coffee? Why is it so quiet? No one else is there. You are
Excellent. It
all
worked.
alone.
It worked. But it's taken them a long time to. They said a day, maybe
And this
two.
is like,
They're terrible at telling time.
however, you hear a caravan coming back, including the chieftain, who is Sans Tiger Hat,
It's
carrying
mine now.
lots of food, and with her are three familiar faces: Fyra, Uo, and Astrid.
It worked. All I had to do was go be by myself.
And the
I
chieftain's
don't.
like, "What? Why were you all wandering out in the middle of the cold?"
Why are you questioning the lady?
Once again,
Oh.
face down, as you through the snow. I'm so sorry.
Like an ostrich.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this hat.
Yes, of course, of course. And with that, zipped back to the room. Two things to notice: the isolation and conquering in the big double door that is lit up. There is also a very frozen Rachel in the middle of the room.
Like Encino Man kind of frozen, or like she's just very cold?
Encino Man.
Oh,
I go tap on the ice. Yeah, I really don't understand this lesson at all.
Can it be like melted?
Arcana or medicine check?
Okay.
And while she's doing that, can a message, the spell message, get to her? Can she respond?
You can send message. She is not conscious to receive it.
She's not conscious. Okay. That's what I was testing. But does she look alive? Or just frozen and dead?
It's hard to tell whether she is alive under there.
I got a 16. Arcana.
You could definitely. It seems like doesn't seem like any kind of like magical ice, so you seem like you should be able to unfreeze her. You won't want to do like a massive firestorm, but you can bring her back.
Bonfire, like, I'm going to try to be gentle, so like 5 feet away. Boop, bonfire.
And just have it like slowly melt.
Yep. I have to be gentle with friends. Friends don't appreciate the fire. Fyra has learned that many times.
Not everyone's from the volcano, okay?
You guys keep saying that, but everybody's really from the volcano.
No, we are all made of stars.
Some just fall further from the volcano than others.
Hold up. This might be a little different than I thought. Yeah, no. She is. She is not Encino Man frozen, as in encased in ice. She is ice.
So she looks like a frozen statue as opposed to being encased in ice.
Yes.
Wait. I take back my bonfire.
Yes. Yeah. I did not give you that proper information. Yeah, she is not like encased in ice. She is.
Who put this statue here
like
that looks
Anna
like Rachel?
At the end of frozen ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but with your roll, there will be ways to, like, it's very similar to a petrification spell. There will be ways to un-ice her, but fire would not be that way.
Okay, I'm going to tell my friends all the ways that I know about how to fix this because it's too delicate for me.
I still tap on her. I don't understand Rachel. Can I choose to fail a strength check?
Nope. You can take a disadvantage, though.
Sure. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, 9. This is weird ice.
Maybe she put this here to. No, I don't understand.
What's she aiming at? What was she like looking or doing?
Oh, nice.
She's looking up, as if she's looking up to some, not a giant height though, and looking shocked or surprised.
If it's any higher than like the words on top of the door, I'm not gonna look. Okay, and I'm gonna tell them don't look up, which is always a great thing to say.
I'm gonna do a charisma save to see if I can keep myself from looking up. Oh my gosh!
You did!
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Well.
amazing.
You do not want to be frozen at all. You're like, nope, there's nothing above
Right.
eye level right now.
I've been there, done that. Don't want to do it again.
That was fantastic. I've never seen 2 nat 20s like that.
So she's not responding to the bonfire at all.
I mean, the bonfire isn't there.
I took it back because it would melt like it looks like her. So
Oh, she herself is ice.
Yes.
She's as cold as ice. She's willing to sacrifice our love.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the lyrics.
Oh my god. I think. Damn. That was unexpected. Uo scribbled something down in his research log. I think the way out is through when he points to the door to the left.
Well, do I have any ways to tell them how to fix this? Like, I know you said that I know some. It's not fire. Do I know them to tell them?
The closest thing that you could think of would be greater restoration.
Wait a minute, I might have that. Might. I do, but I would need a rest.
All right, let's take a nap.
I mean,
unless we had a long rest in that other door.
Each night was a night in the real world, so you did like have 2 or 3 long rests since then.
Well, to be fair though, like I would not. That's not one I normally prepare. Like if I was going to prepare something, it would have been probably commune, because that is a thing he would have in his back pocket. So yeah, knowing that that's what he needs, he's going to need to meditate on that over the course of the next day. Does Astrid?
Astrid does not have greater restoration.
Oh.
I mean,
well,
I don't want to go in any more doors immediately after what we just did, so we can take. That's fine. Take all the naps you
Give
do.
me a perception check.
I will definitely perceive.
We'll roll a 10.
Is this everyone?
I won't.
Is it everybody or just
Everybody? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trichem's too busy just like staring straight ahead to not look up.
Right. Don't
she
look
just doesn't know. Right.
Fyra, because you're so busy not looking up, you actually look down. And right in front of where Rachel is, you see 2 owl prints. But not like normal owls, the giant owl feet prints.
It's an owl basilisk.
I'll get you, my pretty. Ow.
I would say, what are those? Those are owl prints. They're all the one that did it to her. I'm just make all these assumptions and talk about like their facts. An owl came down and froze her with their eyeballs, and I don't know where it's at.
It's probably up, but we can't look up.
It's probably up. Owls go up. Do I know of any eyeball freezing owl creatures?
Well, obviously this one.
Obviously this one, yeah. Okay. All right. So Uo, keeper of information from all places. Here's information.
I like information. I think based off of the data that you have provided, it is against our best interest to remain stationary. If we can find a way to either locate this owl basilisk, this owl isolisk, we continue on pressing through these doors, those are really our only two options. If we stay stationary in the attempt to align the constellations to allow me to heal Rachel, we may find ourselves in the same situation.
Are you sure that's Rachel and not just a statue? Because she sure looks like a statue.
What are the order of the doors that are open now?
The order?
Yeah, so you said the left one is the first one. Where was Conquest? Around
Conquest.
the big one?
So if the left one is northwest, Conquest is southeast.
Okay. So Fyra's just gonna pick a door and go in it. Because he said saving Rachel, you do things to save Rachel, and she's not gonna think, and she's gonna do a thing.
Do a thing. Then you're like, yeah, let's do that one. So you go and find enduring struggle. And you're just like, bop! And then you brace yourself because you know what's coming, and just as you expected, it gets.
Whoa!
This is interesting. Yeah. So you all teleport, including the statue of Rachel.
No,
Convenient.
we have to protect her.
Oh, weird.
And you all have the little symbol above your head.
Rachel too?
Yep, Rachel too.
Good.
And this is the perfect one for a ice statue to be part of.
Oh no, is it a volcano?
No, it is the same thing, nice frigid tundra. And then you see a tribesman, the chieftain, instead of a tiger or a bear, it has an elk. And he's, praise be to Lilith! She has brought us more, emissaries! The big difference this time is usually you come and you see like these like kind of burlap tents to like kind of keep in the heat. There are no tents. They've all been like packed up and are on this like caravan.
Celebrated of all Lilith's emissaries, I'm pointing at Rachel. She's cocooning so she can channel Lilith's power more efficiently. You must protect her.
Yeah, and like half of the caravan immediately run and they like kind of scoop her up gently and like they put her in. They like there was one sled that had like some tents and some food and they just like toss everything out and they put it down and they put some tents in to like really keep her like they're packing her away safely to make sure she channels the power of Lilith as safely as possible.
That's all I had. She's protected. Smart people can do things now.
And Jarund, the elk tribe leader, says, would you be willing to escort us to our new homestead? There are very little elk here, and we will be able to feed ourselves better.
There is a caveat for summoning our presence.
What is that?
I point to my two hats, and I'm like, all who have summoned me must surrender their hat.
Well, now that you have two, it seems like a pattern. And so he's like, well, okay. Takes off his hat, hops it on yours. So you now have three hats, a bear, an elk, and a tiger.
Oh, this is the best. Uo is feeling pretty pleased with this. He's also going to... No, I'm going to wear these hats. Because they're all representative, I'm sure, of some constellations. He's trying to find the pattern here.
And I'm super looking forward to
because it's going to eventually be way too many hats for him to carry. He's very small, you see.
So now that you have your hats, the tribe is about to take off. Will you escort them?
Sure.
To their...
Yeah.
Excellent. Fyra, this is horrible. It is cold, and it's not getting any less cold as you walk through the snow and the wind. 8 hours pass, and nothing's really happening. There was one time when like a herd of elk went in front of you and you had to stop because you didn't want to like run into the elk. Other than that, it's just walking for 8 hours.
Could I have asked these gentlemen about their knowledge of constellations or the stars, so that I can get a sense of one, where we are in the world, and two, if where we are in the world is of a different time?
Oh, yes. So it takes a little while because they don't, more so like a linguistic thing. So you could use like the words like they use, and they can understand the words you're using. By the 4th hour, you realize you're ridiculously close to where Sister Frida is.
So we really haven't moved from
You haven't.
that place.
Yeah, you've like teleported like a mile north rather than somewhere else.
But as far as time is concerned, like as far as celestial events,
Same.
are they on the same sort of general timeline or pattern?
So these
Like-
people were just
Like-
conquested by the other people like yesterday.
And that's why they're moving.
That's why they're moving.
Probably a good plan.
Huh.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So we're not in past or present, or future. We're still in present time.
Yeah, you're just like, instead of like past or present, you're like over there. And then you come back.
A
Super
mile
weird.
underwhelming.
It's important. It's an important question.
Yeah.
It was. It was it brought a lot of clarity. Still stupid cold though.
Oh yeah. And the problem is it's starting to get like tiring. And so this is what I'm going to need. At hour 9, I need everyone to make con saving throws. John, are you rolling physical dice?
I can, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Trogheim, 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
All right. Physical
Fyra.
dice.
1 level of exhaustion.
It's a 14 on the die. I don't think my con is very high.
Your con is a 10. So whatever you roll is
14 on the die.
Where do you put exhaustion on the sheet?
I was just looking for that.
I don't
Just
think there
mark
is.
Yeah. I don't
Just
think
mark a
it was.
note.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 level of exhaustion is disadvantage on all your skill checks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At hour 10, con saving throws from everybody.
I'm gonna request to be more close to the high emissary and ride on the cart with her.
Give me a persuasion check to see if that works.
I can't just point at the snowflake. Okay.
You would be able to, but you said that she was the ultimate one. Ooh, 11. You can for an hour. They
Okay.
allow you there. So you can skip this.
I'm gonna be nitpicking, like doing things, like putting, make it look like I'm working for my space up there, being attentive.
So they watch you for a while and they're like happy with what you're doing, like making sure she's nice and safe. But after an hour, they get kind of like worried, and so they have you leave. So this one you pass just because you were not walking. Trogheim. Oh no, Trogheim. This hour 10. Yeah, you fail.
Okay.
Second. What's the word? Not fatigue, exhaustion. And then what you get, Uo?
17 on the die.
Nice.
Dang, Uo was
Nice.
born in this.
Right.
No,
He's
I
looking
mean,
for that hat.
Next roll can be a 2, right? Next roll is going to be a goddamn 2. Probably yes.
Hour 11. Con saving throws.
It is not a 2. It is an 18.
Good God.
Hey, well, I mean, next one's going to be a 2.
Trogheim, 3rd level of exhaustion. Fyra, 2nd level of exhaustion.
I want to make a declaration that the all-seer of Lilith needs to sit and process her direction and the guidance from the stars, and we need to offer him time. When can we do this?
Give me a persuasion check.
Can somebody help me? I'm doing this for all of
yeah.
us.
Hey. I mean, she's talking about the stars. I will totally jump in and talk about stars.
but you have disadvantage because you have a level of exhaustion. Oh, okay.
But would I cancel it out if I'm aiding?
Oh, if he's helping me, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, because she's talking about stars. I can wholly jump in about stars.
Okay, yeah. So then that does cancel it out. But you only got an 11.
Still
And
an
so
11,
they're like,
yeah.
no, we need to embrace the cold. That's what Lilith teaches us.
I feel challenged now. I feel like I'm gonna be like, excuse you?
What? Did you?
Do you see the snow? Do you see? Look at her snowflake on the cart. What did you just say to her face? Like now I'm upset. I'm like, it's one thing to disagree, but no.
Give me another persuasion check. Just a straight up this time.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They see your discipline, like, oh, you're joking. Lilith loves the cold, so
Oh my
of
God.
course that's her emissaries. Let's keep going. Hour 12 con saving throws.
Okay, not as great, but 15.
15 passes. Trogheim passes. Lilith,
Nope.
you get not Lilith.
Trogheim fails because she's at disadvantage.
Oh, so you're at 4.
Yeah.
Trogheim collapses in the snow, just like
I should have
almost
one
like
more. I'm at
Nah.
4, so half my hit point maximum is halved.
no. This is
Next one. Oh, okay.
an odd weather
Gotcha.
pattern. Fyra, you're at 3, and you watch how Trogheim just cannot move her like muscles anymore.
Does control water work on snow?
It does normally, though. When you try to cast it, the magic leaves your hand.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw a fit again, so I don't know what's gonna help at this point. Be like, Trogheim, no! How dare you work the emissaries of Lilith in this way? We've been kind and we're escorting, and blah, blah, blah. And you just leave the emissary fallen in the snow like a carcass? How dare you? And I'm gonna like do the Beyonce spell for Iron Firebolts.
And so like 2 of them like run and they go to the back cart and like shove off some more of the food, and they try to lift Trogheim up and like get her into the cart. It's like, and they get her in there.
What? Like, now I'm just curious. When are you gonna stop? When do you get into the place? When do you rest? Lilith wants you to take care of yourself so you can keep serving Lilith. Why aren't you taking care of yourself?
We're so close. Like 10 minutes max. By the by, they said 10 minutes like 6 hours ago.
Nope. Denied. The emissary shall not move, and if you abandon us,
Denied.
we will tell Lilith.
Give me a deception check.
I mean, if I ever see her, I'll tell her. I'm not lying. I don't know who she is.
Oh my god.
I am an honest woman.
Yeah, that's a persuasion. That's
Okay.
that's a con save.
So wait, how bad are you there, Trogheim?
Ah, dear God, I
Um,
finally got a good one.
With disadvantage
idea.
because of the
Oh,
exhaustion.
Nah, I
Nice.
got it. No,
And then
I got it.
they get caught. They're like, "Oh, you are the comedy of Lilith. I like you. Come on." And they keep going. Hour 13.
She's feeling so helpless, and Fran never feels helpless. She's very confused right now.
Hour 13. Con saves.
Oh god.
We're all gonna
Wait.
die.
Trogheim, how bad are you right now, Trogheim?
I'm sorry, what?
How bad are you looking? Are you moving?
Apparently not.
You are frozen,
They threw me in the cart.
but you
Oh, you threw the
still
card.
have to make con saves though, because it's just like frigid for you. Let's see,
8.
Fyra, you're
I
good.
passed out.
No, Fyra.
Is
Oh
it
yeah,
disadvantage?
disadvantage. You're also
Yeah.
passed out. Trogheim. Not looking great for you as well. And then what'd you get, Uwo?
Okay, so it's not as predicted. It's not a 2. It's a 3.
But that is your first level of exhaustion.
Scores.
Uo
better.
is displeased. He was doing so well.
Oh,
And finally, as you roll in to the new area, I need everyone to make one last con save.
Oh shit.
Yay!
Natural fucking 20. What?
What?
Bam!
Fyra,
It's my first one of the game in a long time.
so because it is 3, we're just gonna not wrap this up. I'm just gonna tell you what happens. Well, you're becoming one with the ice. Like you actually are becoming one of Lilith's emissary.
Yeah, I don't know who this Lilith is, but like I'm
Walking it
super into
off.
her.
These
That sounds
great
great.
people.
Yeah.
She's the one who
I mean-
coined the phrase "walk it off." So
Fyra, you are just frozen beyond belief. You cannot move. And as you all teleport back, you see Rachel, who is like a frozen ice statue, but because she was lying down when she was teleported, she's also lying down when she's back in the main room. The door that says, what was it? Enduring struggle? No, isolation and conquer, whichever one it was. I think it is enduring struggle.
enduring struggle. Yeah.
That thing is lit up on the main door, and you look at Trogheim, who once again seems kind of dead. Trogheim, make me a Constitution saving throw because of your zombification zombiness.
Zombie.
And then as you're watching her, her eyes open, frozen and full of frostbite, but everyone is alive, although most are more ice than anything else. With one door left and this weird owl creature stalking around, we will resume next week to see what happens.
The owl isolisk,
The Icelisk.
Isolist.
The
I love how
isolist.
many hyphens in that. That's
right? John gets kudos for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'm very good at that.
So thank you all for joining. And hopefully we will see you next week where we will either all die or we'll get into this like big double door thing.
And then die.
Probably, yeah. All right. See you all later.
Bye.
Bye.